Life in central Guatemala has its challenges, with high rates of poverty among the indigenous people groups, limited access to education, and a mix of religions based on fear and sacrifices. This creates a vicious 24-hour cycle to survive, which is hard to break. Impact Ministries seeks to shatter that cycle with the light and hope of Jesus Christ. Let's see the ministry in action. The hub of activity starts each morning at the 5 elementary schools with prayer and worship. Listen to the students as they worship by singing the chorus from the song, I Give You My Heart. Each day the students are fed a nutritious meal, which helps them perform better in school, and in some cases is their best meal of the day. Getting an education empowers the children, and seeing themselves as God sees them provides hope and the ability to dream of a brighter future. The first generation of students that came through the initial Impact Ministry school have now graduated, and some of them are the principals and teachers in the schools. Hector David, Edgar Suk, Julio Lem, and Hector Bebb are but a few of those who grabbed onto their Impact Ministry school education and Jesus Christ and have transformed the trajectory of their lives. Each of them has a story, but Hector Bebb shared his story with us when we visited Alex's house, one of the Chicoy students. Alex is representative of many kids in the region. He lives in a very simple home on rented land. Opportunities for him and his family are very limited. His mother has suffered from abuse and now deals with deep depression. His aunts and uncles work part-time or occasionally to help sustain the family. As we talked with Alex's family, Hector Bebb shared that his life story closely parallels Alex's. Let's listen in.
Y también, bueno, yo casi también crecí así.
And I grew up kind of like this.
Yo también crecí así.
I grew up kind of like this.
Pero el Señor, cuando yo empecé a estudiar el colegio, pues
When I began studying in the school,
nos decían que Dios tenía buenos planes para mí.
they
para
kept
mi
on
vida.
telling me that God had good plans for me.
Pero, y yo creí en eso.
And I
en
believed
esa
it.
palabra.
When they would speak that to me, I
Y
believed it.
hasta hoy yo estoy aquí trabajando en el colegio.
And now here I am, and I'm working in the school.
Cosas que nunca pensé que iba a tener, las tengo ahora.
Things that I never thought I would
Mucho más.
have, I now have, and much more.
Y yo sé que también el Señor puede hacer lo mismo con ellos.
And I know that the Lord can do the same with children like this.
How does transformation in someone's life like Hector Bebb happen here in central Guatemala? It's a long-term partnership between North Americans and central Guatemalans. Each year, short-term teams travel to the Tactique area from North America. They help out with work projects at the schools, provide VBS programs in local churches in the surrounding communities, and are exposed to the culture and challenges the Mayan people face every day. North American Christians grow in their faith while on the trip and are challenged to create lifelong changes in their lives. There are also special medical and dental teams that travel to provide crucial care to the children and families that are part of the schools. If time allows, medical teams travel to other villages to host medical clinics. Finally, through the Child Sponsorship Program, much-needed financial resources and long-term relationships are built with the Guatemalan students. These relationships and long-term partnerships are key components of the transformation process. Part of the beauty that results from this transformation process is seeing the growing leadership of the indigenous principals and teachers. Danilo, who is sponsored by Alan and Judy Wilms, attends the Makwan School. He enjoys school very much, leaving his house at 6:30 in the morning in order to arrive at school by 7:20. The school has become a lifeline to him and his family. We learned more about his story when we visited Danilo at his home far up in the mountains. About 3 weeks before, Danilo was quite sick. At that time, the only food the family had were corn tortillas, which he was not eating. His teacher noticed he had a fever around 103 degrees. The principal decided that he needed to go to the health center, and Danilo received a shot which helped with his illness. His fever came down and his school teacher brought him back home. Right now, he is happy and healthy again. The school administration took this on without consulting anyone. They saw the need and acted, which highlighted the growth and development of their leadership skills. This is an incredible glimpse of the future sustainability of these schools and the indigenous leadership team. One final thing that really struck us in this story is that Daniela's family has only one chicken. The egg that chicken might provide daily is quite possibly the only protein that family would eat. As a thank you and celebration, they are planning on killing the chicken on Daniela's birthday and having a celebration with all the teachers in the school. This humbled us and showed us the gratitude the family must have for the school, since they were willing to part with and share such a precious commodity. As the light of Jesus Christ is revealed to the children in the schools, they take that light back to their homes. As a result, whole families are coming to faith. The Rio de Vida Church, which meets in the Chamche School, now totals around 250 to 300 people. There are also cell groups forming in the Pudala and Makwan schools to help these new believers grow in their faith. Future plans for a Bible school will help to disciple and train these new believers, which will further transform the communities where the schools are located. Through education and Christian leadership development, Impact Ministries is introducing the love and hope of Jesus Christ, who is changing the hearts and minds of those families in the schools and in the surrounding communities. The impacts are starting to ripple outwards as more communities are approaching Impact Ministries to come and build a school in their area. These new opportunities provide an exciting opportunity to join God in what He is already doing to transform this part of Central Guatemala.